Let's in fact tell our viewers exactly what Hardeep Singh Puri, the Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas, has said. He of course stated that even though international crude prices have gone through the roof in the last 1 month from around $70 per barrel to around $122 per barrel, the government of India under Prime Minister's leadership has decided to take a hit on its own finances again to safeguard the Indian citizen. He said government has taken a huge hit on its taxation revenues to ensure very high losses of oil companies, approximately 24 rupees per litre for petrol and 30 per litre for diesel at this time of sky high international prices are reduced. At the same time, export tax has been levied as international prices of petrol and diesel have skyrocketed, and any refinery exporting to foreign nations will have to pay export tax. He also stated that all necessary steps are being taken to ensure uninterrupted availability of fuel, energy and other critical supplies for our citizens, and the government is fully prepared to handle emerging challenges. India has taken and its foresight and vision to keep a good reserve of oil. How do you assess this, and what do you want to comment on India's vision to keep a steady stockpile of crude?
Right, that's a very good question. You know, I'll give us one example. Whenever there is crisis, we always look for an alternative. We always look for what's going to happen if this resource of ours gets over. Now what? We have to survive. I'll give an example of the COVID. When the COVID came and everybody was hoarding oxygen cylinders and such things. So my advice is, firstly, do not hoard. Do not panic. I am sure our government is much more concerned for us than we are for ourselves. They have made alternate arrangements, and the reserve we have right now, we have sufficient. And of course, from the Strait of Hormuz, there has been friendly nations which have been allowed to pass. India, they have named one of them. In fact, I would like to name the key aspects of India's energy geopolitics. In fact, first, I would talk about the import vulnerability and strategic choke points. I would come to that. Balancing act in the Middle East, which is very, very important. The regional power dynamics, that's in South Asia, I would cover that. The transition to green energy diplomacy, where the ISA, the International Solar Alliance, come into play. And the International Solar Alliance are a pivotal point, which I would like to speak on that specifically. The strategic partnership also, so if I have to cover these points, the import vulnerability of strategic choke points. Over 66% of India's oil and 50% of its LNG pass through the narrow Strait of Hormuz. Now, this makes it the highly susceptible to the Middle East violating. Now, we don't have to violate any policy. Now, no other ships have to. If Iran has taken control, one has to just accept it. And now, what is it that we go? How do we move on further? We are also making alternate arrangements. Like there is a balancing act in the Middle East. Now, India has balanced relationships with Iran, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia to maintain the energy security. Also, the regional power dynamics of South Asia. Now, to counter China's influence, India is fostering a regional energy ecosystem. Now, they are building hydro and solar projects in Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, our friendly neighborhood. In fact, that to create a neighborhood first policy that's based on energy connectivity. The most important point which I would like to stress and I'd like to highlight over here is the role of the International Solar Alliance, ISA. Now, India is